मात गर्भ तुम ही प्रतिपालक, मृत मंडल एक तू ही। मात गर्भ तुम ही प्रतिपालक, मृत मंडल एक तू ही। रसना 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 जपते 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 तू ही तू ही तू ही तू ही। रसना जपते एक ओंकार सत नाम करता पुरख, निरभउ निर्वैर अकाल मूरत, आजुनी सहभं गुर प्रसाद। Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to the World of Sikhism TV program. I am Kiranpreet Kaur, and I have Bhai Gurdarshan Singh with me from Guru Gobind Singh Foundation in Rockville, Maryland. We've been working on our understanding of Guru Nanak Dev Ji's Bani, Japji Sahib, and this week we'll be starting on the 27th Pauri. Bhai Sahib?
Welcome everyone to be with us when we are talking about Guru Nanak Dev Ji's Bani, Japji Sahib, as Kiranpreet said. January 5th was the Gurpurab of Guru Nanak Dev Ji as per Nanak Shahi calendar.
Guru Gobind Singh Ji.
Guru Gobind Singh Ji.
Sorry.
The 10th master of the Sikhs, and who created wonders and gave a new shape to physically and spiritually to the Sikh nation, and whose contributions are immense and so powerful for that region especially, who created Khalsa and liberated not the nation or earth, but liberated the people, the kind of psyche they were living under. And that was the biggest contribution, when people were even not given due respect as human beings, but divided into caste and so on. And Guru Gobind Singh Ji, that's why we all have last name Singh. And otherwise, if you don't even tell your caste,
Right.
by your last name, the people would know that where you belong.
Right.
In the social
Structure.
And the social structure was such that people were discriminated because of the last name or honored because of the last name.
Right.
And that was not acceptable to the Guru, from Guru Nanak Dev Ji. But Guru Gobind Singh Ji made sure and that you don't even use last name. End.
Right.
Done. And he gave last name Singh to male and Kaur to a female. And just look at the psyche perspective now, equal rights and equal pay. Even in this country, we are working hard to bring women at that level.
Right.
And even the developed countries has not developed such a system that women is free. Look at just this point. When women is born in developed countries,
Right.
she adopts the last name of
Her husband. No, her father.
her father.
Right.
And when she's married, she has last name of
Her husband.
her husband. And if unfortunately she has to remarry, then the list goes on.
Right.
And she, as if she does not have any identity of her own.
Of her own. Right.
And but Guru Gobind Singh Ji made sure, no matter where you were born, who your father is, who your husband is going to be, you don't change your identity because of a man. You don't choose or use last name because of the man you are marrying to. You remain Kaur, you remain a princess, you remain free, you remain individual. achieve that sense of that you do not belong to a person because of the relationships. You belong to divine because of God has created you. So it is, if you look at that way, that was such a freedom Guru Gobind Singh Ji gave in 1699, which is almost now more than 300 years, 316 years. So what Guru Gobind Singh Ji gave to this world is cannot be described in the words. We bow to Guru Gobind Singh Ji and the Khalsa he created, the power he created, the power he gave to people. And it is the same power driven out of Japji Sahib. Guru Gobind Singh Ji was not different than Guru Nanak. It was gradual process where it takes many years, many months to build a house.
Right.
It depends on which size, what size.
Right.
And when they're building a nation, building a community, and psychologically making them viable, physically and otherwise, to take care of those things which were ruling in your mind from centuries. That you are lower, you belong to some low caste or this, and it takes time. It took, at least in a physical form, gurus 230 years. It is not ended. The Khalsa was created to take care of what is left. And now it is our responsibility that we treat each and every human being with respect, with dignity, with pride, as regardless of their caste, color, creed, religion, ethnicity, country, boundaries, jurisdictions, each and every one belongs to the same Creator. As a religion, we may have different ways to achieve that enlightenment or achieve that God.
Right.
But it is just like saying somebody is coming to Washington, D.C. from Florida and he is taking 95 north, and somebody is coming from New York, he is taking 95 south. The purpose is to reach at a central point. The center is God. Center is the virtues. And no matter which direction you are coming from, as long purpose is to be enlightened being, it is acceptable to Guru. It is acceptable to Guru Nanak, it is acceptable to Guru Gobind Singh Ji. And evidence is in Guru Granth Sahib Ji, and he put Bani of those people who were not even Sikhs. He put writings of those people who would not even follow them. But he made sure that those people, their journey is towards Ikonkar, the same God. And they have same understanding about humanity and the universe. So this was the criterion. Now, and today, when we are talking about the Guru Nanak Dev Ji's 27th body, and he talks about the same thing. And he says, let me read the part first for the pronunciation's sake. And I would say it's very important to those people who do part. So when you are doing part with at the right pause and the right pronunciation, it solved half of the problem of understanding. Many times we give a pause at wrong place, and it gives totally different meaning, which is not right. So in this body, so dar keha, so kar keha, jit beh sarb samhale, वाजे नाद अनेक असंखा, केते वावण हारे, केते राग परी स्यों कहियन, केते गावण हारे, गावह तुहनो पौण पानी बैसंतर, गावै राजा धर्म दुआरे, गावह चित गुप्त लिख जान है, लिख लिख धर्म विचारे, गावह ईश्वर बर्मा देवी सोहन सदा सवारे, गावह इंद इंदासन बैठे, देवतियां दर नाले, गावह सिद्ध समाधि अंदर, गावन साध विचारे, गावन जति सती संतोखी, गावह वीर करारे, ਗਾਵਨ ਪੰਡਿਤ ਪੜਨ ਰਖੀਸਰ ਜੁਗ ਜੁਗ ਵੇਦਾਂ ਨਾਲੇ ਗਾਵਹਿ ਮੋਹਣੀਆਂ ਮਨ ਮੋਹਨ ਸੁਰਗਾਂ ਮਛ ਪਿਆਲੇ ਗਾਵਨ ਰਤਨ ਉਪਾਏ ਤੇਰੇ 68 ਤੀਰਥ ਨਾਲੇ ਗਾਵਹਿ ਜੋਧ ਮਹਾਬਲ ਸੂਰਾ ਗਾਵਹਿ ਖਾਣੀ ਚਾਰੇ ਗਾਵਹਿ ਖੰਡ ਮੰਡਲ ਵਰ ਭੰਡਾ ਕਰ ਕਰ ਰੱਖੇ ਤਾਰੇ ਸੇ ਤੁਧਨੋ ਗਾਵਹਿ ਜੋ ਤੁਧ ਭਾਵਨ ਰਤੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਭਗਤ ਰਸਾਲੇ ਹੋਰ ਕੇਤੇ ਗਾਵਨ ਸੇ ਮੈਂ ਚਤਨਾ ਆਵਨ ਨਾਨਕ ਕਿਆ ਵਿਚਾਰੇ ਸੋਈ ਸੋਈ ਸਦਾ ਸੱਚ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸਾਚਾ ਸਾਚੇ ਨਾਈ ਹੈ ਭੀ ਹੋਸੀ ਜਾਏ ਨਾ ਜਾਸੀ ਰਚਨਾ ਜਿਨ ਰਚਾਈ ਰੰਗੀ ਰੰਗੀ ਭਾਂਤੀ ਕਰ ਕਰ ਜਿਨਸੀ ਮਾਇਆ ਜਿਨੂ ਪਾਈ ਕਰ ਕਰ ਵੇਖੈ ਕੀਤਾ ਆਪਣਾ ਜਿਵ ਤਿਸ ਦੀ ਵਡਿਆਈ ਜੋ ਤਿਸ ਭਾਵੈ ਸੋਈ ਕਰਸੇ ਹੁਕਮ ਨਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਜਾਏ ਸੋ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਸ਼ਾਹਾਂ ਪਾਤ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨਾਨਕ ਰਹਿਣ ਰਜ਼ਾਈ. So this is the 27th Pauri you heard. And interestingly, Kiran, this Shabad appears in Guru Granth Sahib 3 times. With a little difference, but basically the meaning is the same. And one will wonder why. And especially when it comes in the morning prayer and also comes in the evening prayer.
Right.
And when you do part of Guru Granth Sahib Ji, read the continuous reading of Guru Granth Sahib, the holy, the sixth scripture, and it appears in Ragasa.
After Japji Sahib, it comes again in Ragasa.
Ragasa. Why is that? Because in the times of Guru Nanak, it was very much prevalent worship of nature, worship of deities.
Okay.
Different deities, different people had a different deities to worship.
Right.
And they used to worship air, fire,
Okay.
water,
Okay.
rivers, yogis, siddhas. And Guru mentions all these. And one thing is common where he is trying to take. He says, if those are singing the praises of God, you do not sing the praises of God. Those who are singing, sing the praises of God directly.
So if they're singing the praise of God, don't praise them.
Yeah.
Praise the God that they're praising.
They are praising. That was the whole concept behind. Because people had established these deities as God, as if they are God. And but Guru Sahib is in this Shabad repeatedly saying, they are singing. They are singing. And singing is the most powerful expression of devotion. Most powerful expression of devotion. In our culture, the singing was the very much part of the faith. And in a faith, in Sikhism, Guru Nanak expressed himself about God through music. Through music. Because music not only is a thought process, when your whole being gets involved in it.
It incites feelings. It makes you feel a certain way depending on what you're playing.
Absolutely. It's not that something you learn. Guru Nanak's music is as natural as laughing, as natural as crying. You don't learn how to cry.
Yeah.
You don't learn how to laugh. You don't teach children how to laugh. Maybe in movies in Hollywood and Bollywood. But otherwise, when his child is born, no one teaches how to cries.
It just knows how to cry.
Right? Laughing. When you are full of love of the much bigger than life in you, or you experience something which is beyond words, you just express through singing. You express through different manners, where you even don't care what people think of you. Your expression becomes the language. So this is what Guru Nanak Dev Ji has expressed Waheguru. And he wonders, you know, we are living in this country, and people, when they come from far, far away, they would say that, Bhai Sahib, could you take us White House? We want to see White House. And you wonder, okay, you ask, why do you want to see White House? And they simply say, White House control the world. Even though it's a capital city of America, US, but the White House is not only limited to taking care of only the US or people in this country.
Right.
It's the policy shapes the power world, how the world affairs are running, and everyone knows.
Right.
Everyone knows. They just want to have a glimpse of where the whole world is being run.
Gotcha.
And the president is seen not a leader of this country. President is seen as a leader of the whole world.
Right.
And people seek even a direction from this huge power.
Right.
They look up to America.
Right.
Why? Because of how America has been built.
Okay.
The values. And I'm living here in this country last many years. You are born maybe.
Not here.
Not here. But last 29 years. It is not perfect.
Yeah.
For everyone.
It's true.
No country will be perfect, because the perfection has to do with the people.
Right.
And people are not perfect, there will be shortcomings.
Right.
And it's not the perfect system, but it may be the best system. One of the best systems in the world.
Right.
Where people have at least freedom of expression.
Right.
Where in India-like country, you may not have that kind of freedom. You may not be able to yell at the president and prime minister. And we have seen it. So the people have a curiosity to know where the world is being run.
Right.
Now Guru Nanak Dev Ji is showing the same curiosity. He is saying that so dar keha, so kar keha, jit vah sarv samale. That God, what is that door? What is that house? And where is that house where you sit and take care of planets, galaxies, and the whole universe? How wonderful, how beautiful that house will be. And he's saying out of curiosity, he's saying, Waheguru Ji, so dar keha. What is that house?
That is
door. Kar is a house. Jit beh, jithe baith ke sarv samale, samale ni.
Samale.
It is saying in first person, samale, where you are taking care of each and everything. And then he says, Vaje naad anek asankha kete vavan hare. And then I hear your music. Vaje naad, anek, there are so many different sounds, orchestra of the whole universe. Kete vavan hare. There are so many people who are playing the music. These are expressions.
Okay.
Not literally that they have pianos and instruments and playing it. And you go in a jungle, you go on any stream, you see water is following, it's having
music, yeah.
It makes music.
You hear the wind.
You hear the wind.
You hear the crickets and the animals, yeah.
Animals. It's all music.
Right.
And the reality is, all the musical sounds have come from the divine music. All the beats of the music have come from the beat of nature. Those sharp musicians pick up those pieces and created the music in a constitutional way, right? ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ composition or in order to teach, they have developed those systems. Those systems are coming from literally from very sound of nature, very beat of nature.
They're inspired
by
the creation, the nature.
The creation, the nature. And Guru Sahib says, ਕਿੰਨੇ ਹੀ ਬਾਵੜਹਾਰੇ ਨੇ, ਕਿੰਨੇ ਹੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੀਤੇ ਰਾਗ ਪਰੀ ਸਿਉ ਕਹੀਨ ਕੀਤੇ ਗਾਵਣਹਾਰੇ. How many ragas are there? How many melodies are there? Melodies, rag.
Okay.
And how many pari, angel singers, those who are masters of those ragas. Kete gavanhare, how many singers are there singing those beautiful ragas?
Kete, the word kete.
Many. Kinne.
Many. Kinne, okay.
Gav hai tuhno paun pani bais santar. Now, we are human beings and have limitations. We can only hear music if somebody is playing it.
Right.
Some orchestra is there.
Right.
And we pay money to see music concerts.
Okay.
We go to music concerts. And Guru Sahib says, Gav hai tuhno, O God, paun, the air is singing you. Air has its own music. Pani is also in a rhythm. The hawa jidi hai, the air has its own rhythm. Water has its own rhythm, it has own music. Basantar, the fire has its own music. If you look at it, how you use that music, a fire. You can burn it with that music, you can cook on that music, you can have a heat on that music, you can melt bigger things on that. It's the music, it's art. If Waheguru Ji, everything has your power and singing your power different way and showing that power different way, expressing your power in different way. The pawn has your power or showing your power in different way. Pani has your power and showing that power in different manner, shape. Fire is your power but has totally different dimensions in it. Gavar Raja Taram, your divine law is under you. Your law is under you. The universe you have created, it is in a law.
Okay. The Taram, we talked about the divine law.
Divine law.
Right.
Raja Taram. The words are used because people used to think there is a Taramraj, there is a person when somebody dies and appears in front of that entity.
Okay.
And then he opens the files and registers and show you where you did what, when you did what, and according to your deeds, he will punish you or reward you.
Yeah.
That
That's the definition you see when you read things. That's what it says. They call it Raja Taram.
That's right. But that is not the correct pronunciation, correct understanding. Raja Taram means your divine law. A person who follows accordingly. And in order to follow the divine law, you have to learn the divine law. You have to have understanding of that divine law. Divine law is simply, wherever you are going, it has consequences. And you decide which way you want to go. Which way is pleasure, which way is good, which way is right. That's the divine law. Because each way you go, it has consequences.
Right.
You do right, you become right, you go wrong, no one punishes you, you are punishing yourself.
Your actions determine your consequences. You're subject to those consequences.
That's right. That very divine law is created by you. It is within.
The law is created, but you have to, your actions will determine.
But we are talking about the God.
Okay.
Waheguru,
okay.
Waheguru, that you have created the divine law. That divine law runs under your supervision. Gave Ishar Brahma Devi, the Ishar, Shiva,
Gav chit gupt likh jana.
हाँ, गाव है चित्त गुप्त लिख जाना है. So this line is very important, and we will, when next week we come back, and we will talk about this.
Okay.
And this is a very very good line, and I need to understand when we are trying to grab the message of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. So we just started the 27th Pauri, and which is very important. It takes away our ignorance and helps us to unite with Oankar, with God. And it helps you to connect directly with God, setting aside those priests, whether it's a Sikh priest or any other priest, that you are not bound to anyone in order to achieve God. So we will talk about this rest of the Pauri next week. May Waheguru Ji bless us all and give that wisdom that we create that connection.
The World of Sikhism program is presented by the National Sikh Center. We do this as a way of connecting and supporting our Sangat and our youth, and we very much look for your feedback. So please contact us through the National Sikh Center at gmail.com. You can call us at 202-270-5528. And you can also find our previous episodes by looking for us on YouTube, searching for the World of Sikhism on YouTube. You can also leave comments for us there. We're always looking for feedback. So thank you for joining us. We hope that you'll join us again. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
मात गर्भ तुम ही प्रतपालक मृत मंडल एक